Hello. Today I'm going to be giving a short introduction to the Cavrnus SDK. The Cavrnus SDK consists of three main components. The first is the API and a set of examples. These are DLLs built for .NET Standard, which means they're cross-platform, that let you communicate with our servers, lets you interact with spaces, and basically do everything else that our application can do. Second is a Unity plugin, which provides an easy way of exporting content into .holo, our 3D file format. Last is a tool called the HoloScript Helper, which is a Node.js project which helps author HoloScript. HoloScripts are JavaScript files that can be embedded into Holo files or into Cavrnus spaces to augment the behaviors of objects and to provide integrations with external services, among other things. First, I'm going to go over the libraries, the APIs. Inside the lib net standard 2.0 folder, you'll find the DLLs. Again, these are .NET Standard, so they are cross-platform. We have customers already using them on Linux and Mac, as well as Windows. In the examples folder, you'll find Cavrnus examples solution. This is a Visual Studio 2019 solution file, which has examples in it that use the SDK. In here, you'll find currently 4 examples, and there will be more over time. The first goes over the process for creating a Holo file. The second is another version of creating a Holo file for a volumetric dataset. The third is an example for how to build an importer, once again to build a Holo file. And the last, the space update example, is a program to programmatically connect to a Cavrnus space, upload an object, add the object to the space, and move things around. The SDK isn't limited to just these things. These are just the examples that have been written so far. Secondly, I'm going to open up a Unity project. This is a very simple Unity project I just built in Unity 2019.2.21. All I've done is I've created a very simple programmer art animated cube and sphere in here, and I've brought inside the Unity project provided in the SDK. Its main purpose is that it provides this IO save holo option. If you select a node here and do save IO holo, we get a holo file, and now we can bring that into Cavrnus. This file has 2 animations in it. Those animations and materials, as well as the other behaviors, would get included in the holo file. Inside the project, you'll find we also include our shaders, so that you know if you put the shaders in this project that they will come in to be using the same shaders inside Cavrnus. Lastly, the export scripts are present here, so this is yet another way of looking at how to generate a holo file. These also can be edited. You can add custom data here to add extra stuff to your holo file if you want it. Now that we have that file, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the HoloScript helper. We're going to make a very short, simple script to trigger the animations when you click on the object. So this is a Node.js project. I'm using Visual Studio Code to work with it, but I believe it would work fine with just the command line. Once you've opened this up, what you'll find in here in source is this holoscript.ts. This is a TypeScript file that defines all of the functions available inside the HoloScript system. There's a wide variety of functions in here. If it's not in here, then you can't use it in HoloScript. To build the definitions for compiling, we'll just run yarn build. That will not take very long at all. And inside the Holo folder, there is a set of example scripts, including a template. We'll open up one of the examples real quick. This is a very simple script. What all it does is when a user enters or exits, it instructs the system to play an audio clip embedded in a holo file. That way you get a ring when somebody joins or leaves the room. So let's go ahead and make a copy of the template. We'll call it animationTrigger.ts. Now I've already written this, so I'm just going to go grab my previously written copy of this script, bring it in. This is written in TypeScript, so it has access to all of the types. So it's very useful for making your life easier. Rather than having to look up all the documentation, you can just use it built right into the IDE. When we want to compile these, because we need to compile them into JavaScript in order to actually run them within Cavrnus. There's another script called build holo, which is currently running, which will go through all of the files in the holo folder and produce JavaScript output. It's worthy of note, the JavaScript interpreter, I always forget to save the file. The JavaScript interpreter is only on ECMAScript 5, so the transpiling from TypeScript into JavaScript also resolves a lot of those new JavaScript features and makes your life much easier. Here we have the compiled animation trigger.js. Let's go ahead and bring it in and show what it does. First, let's go find that holo file. Upload, decrypt, bring it in. Here it is, just as we had it. Now, we'll add a script onto it. Edit behaviors, enable script, edit the script, paste the text, save. The script that we wrote triggers on interaction with the cube for one animation and the sphere for the other. So if we click on the cube, we get a highlight, we get the sphere moving around, and if we click on the sphere, we get the very same animation we had in Unity. There's a lot more that can be done in HoloScript. You can invoke web requests. You could post to Slack, for example, if you wanted to do that. You can export, you could use this to basically export data into your own systems, or you can generate more complicated behaviors. We have written scripts, for example, to open a door when you get close to it. It's neat. That's it for now. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at Nick at Cavrnus. Thank you.